Aston, welcome back to another Premier League prediction video. Now, this is game week number 25, like I said in the last Premier League video. Now, we've got a very special guest with us this week. Mr. T Awesome is back, where he's here. In the comments, if you recommend to the channel, please have him on. And without any further ado, to smash that like button and also subscribe as well, and turn on the notification bell as well. And without any further ado, enjoy the video. This is going to be an absolute banger. Move to the first game of the weekend for Friday night kickoff is Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Leeds United. Now, Wolves, they they beat Southampton by 2-1 by absolute worldie by Pedro Neto, and Leeds lost 4-2 to Arsenal on the weekend. Alex is going to be pleased, and I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw in this game. I know you'll got both teams like mid-table. Wolves, I still about one of them for number George of the season. You're probably going to be out all season long now with Mendes, and Leeds, they're just not going to recognise. I'm going to say World War. And Mr. T Awesome, what do you think? Are you going to go for a Leeds win or Wolves win?
Oh, it's your boy Mr. T.A. all day, aka Mr. T Awesome. What's good? Shout out Dan for allowing me to jump into these predictions for this week of the Premier League fixtures. Without further ado, let's get right into this, man. Wolves versus Leeds. Oh, this is going to be a tough game. I feel like both teams are angry and hungry to prove themselves after the last two disappointing matches they both had, with Leeds losing to Arsenal and Wolves drawing with Leicester City. I feel like both teams are going to come out fighting. The team I see edging it just by one goal, I see Leeds edging it by one goal. I feel like Rafinha will score because he has been on a tear this season. It's crazy how much they spent. They spent hardly any money on him, and he's been tearing it up, man, tearing it up. But yeah, Leeds, I see them beating Wolves. Seeing as Wolves really have not had Raul Jimenez this season, seeing as he's injured, I really do not see them beating them. 2-1 Leeds.
Don't you think now the next game is Southampton versus Chelsea. Now, Southampton have the worst defensive record in the league, one of the worst, and they have 5 games. They have lost the last 5 games out of 5 currently. And Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea have been in a fantastic run of form. They are winning games galore right now, and I will say this game, Chelsea will have far too much for past Tuchel's team, and I'm going to say it will be a 2-0 win to Chelsea. And Mr. T Awesome, are you going for a Thomas Tuchel have a win in charge to Chelsea? Go.
Southampton versus Chelsea. I see Chelsea beating Southampton at least 3-0. The reason I say 3-0 is because, if you didn't know, Southampton are 3rd in the league for the most goals conceded as this time of the recording. I really do not see them doing anything great in this match. Chelsea are under new management in Thomas Tuchel. I feel like Tuchel, did I say Tuchel? Oops, Tuchel. I feel like Tuchel will keep this form up with his fiery Blues going on and winning the game 3-0. I predict Timo Werner to score another goal. Whoops. I predict Timo Werner to score another goal for the sole reason that Timo Werner has hopefully found his form. I'm a Werner fan. I really hope he's found his form now, so we'll have to wait and see. But yes, 3-0 Chelsea. Southampton are in the mud again.
Thank you, mate. Now the next game is Burnley versus West Brom. West Brom did not think they would get a point at home to Manchester United. It deserves to win that game. And Burnley beat Crystal Palace by 3-0. And I'm going to say Burnley will win this again. West Brom will go to Turf Moor and get nothing out of it at all. I'm going to say it'll be a 2-0 win to Burnley, and Mr. T. Awesome, are you gonna go for a Burnley win in Manchester or not?
Burnley versus West Ham. Burnley are in form at the moment. They are firing hot. They'd lost those time they was out there on a match day. They beat Crystal Palace 3-0. On the other hand, West Brom, they've only won they've lost 3 out of their last 5 games. So I honestly see Burnley continuing this red hot form. I see them at least winning 2-0. Burnley. I do not see a goal coming from the West Brom side. But it's going to be a very entertaining game to watch. Very entertaining game.
Okay, now the next game is probably the game of the weekend. The Merseyside derby, Liverpool against Everton. Now, Liverpool beat Leipzig in the Champions League as Tom was recording yesterday, and Everton still without DLC. But I don't think Liverpool. The last time these two teams met, Virgil went off injured, and I'm gonna say this will be a 2-1 win to the red half of Merseyside. And Mr. T Awesome, are you going to go for an Everton or Liverpool Merseyside win?
The big game of the weekend, in my opinion, Liverpool versus Everton. The last time these two guys played, it was Van Dijk leaving on a stretcher. Not a great sign. Van Dijk is still not fit. So Liverpool are still missing out on defenders. But I do not see Everton trying to score more than Liverpool. I still feel like Everton are still not, they still feel like they're missing a bit. I honestly feel like Liverpool will be taking more control in the midfield, but I honestly do not see either side winning. I see this as a draw. So we'll see how it goes on the weekend, but even though the Liverpool finally have a defender in Kabak, I still feel like it's just going to be a draw. So 1-0 Everton versus Liverpool.
We now move to a relegation scrap. Both teams are in the relegation zone of Fulham and of Sheffield United. Now, Fulham beat Everton on Monday night thanks to 2 goals from Mayer. I don't know who he is, but he's a good player. And Sheffield United lost to Chelsea, but Sheffield United need to kickstart the last 15 games this season, making through up, and I believe in Sheffield United. I'm gonna say Sheffield will win this game in London by 2-1. And T Awesome, are you gonna go for a Yorkshire win or London win?
Alright, Fulham versus Sheffield United. Sheffield United. So disappointed in them. I expected a lot better from them, for them to not be at the bottom of the Premier League. From last season, how well they played and stayed up. I didn't expect this from them this season. And they're playing against a Fulham side that was not prepared for the Premier League, even though they beat Brentford in the playoffs. They just wasn't prepared again for the Premier League. I see this as a draw. I still see either team edging each other. They're both as bad as each other. If anything, I'll think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I don't think any team's going to edge ahead in any type of way. All I see is Fulham and them just having a boring, dull game. So 1-1 draw.
Thank you. Now we move to another London derby. Derby today of West Ham versus Spurs. The last time these two teams met, it was a 3-3 draw. Correct, 3-3 with Lanzini scoring in the 90th minute. Josh will remember that game. I think he was in Butlin somewhere, but he remembered it. And I'm going to go with a Spurs win of 2-1. And Mr. T Awesome, what are you going to go for in this North London derby?
West Ham United versus Tottenham FC. Tottenham have not been in form as of late, only winning 1 of the last 5 games, which is just very disappointing after the red hot start they had to the season. And on the other side, you have West Ham, who are sitting 5th right now in the Europa League spot, which is something out of this mind I never thought would happen. Soucek has been on form. I don't see him dropping off in this game. I see him surging in this game. So I'm going to call this as a 2-1 win West Ham. I feel like West Ham will keep this form going, and I feel like Tottenham are going to end up dropping, and yet another disappointing loss.
Thank you, mate. Now we move to Aston Villa against Leicester City. Now, Aston Villa are someone top half, and Leicester are 3rd on goal difference to Manchester United. And I will go with, in this game, it will be a close affair of 2-2 draw in Birmingham. And Mr. T. Olsen, what are you going to go for in Birmingham?
Aston Villa versus Leicester City. This game is a close one to call. But I have a gut feeling, like real gut feeling, that Leicester will win 2-1. Edging it out just in the last couple minutes of the game, just to win the match in extra time. I see it happening. 2-1 Leicester City. Let's go.
Now, another big game is Arsenal versus Man City. Now, Arsenal have beaten Leeds 4-2 on a Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang hat-trick, and Man City are just 16 games unbeatable now. If they don't win the league, I don't know who will, bar Man City. But I think it will be a convincing 2-1 win to Man City, and Mr. T. Awesome. I know you're an Arsenal fan, and what are you going to go for in this big game?
Arsenal versus Manchester City. Manchester City this year have taken a lot of what they heard in the media last year as pure disrespect. They've won 5 of the last 5 games. They are sitting 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League with a game in hand over United, who are in 2nd place. I do not see them dropping points against Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal did beat a Leeds team 4-2 with a great hat-trick from Aubameyang, but I do not see the Arsenal form continuing. I see a big win for City in their hands, 3-0 City. It's going to be tough to watch as an Arsenal fan. I'm not going to lie to you.
Thank you, mate. Now you move to the penultimate game of the game week prediction is United versus Newcastle United. Now I think it will bounce back from the disappointment of West Brom, and hopefully the bounce of Sociedad. As some of you are saying this, I don't know the result. You will know the result of the Man United Sociedad game on Thursday night. So yeah, and I will go with a convincing 3-0 win to Manchester United. And Mr. T. Awesome, what are you going to go for in Manchester?
Man United versus Newcastle. I see a United victory on the horizon. I do not see Newcastle doing anything in this game of any type of fashion. I honestly see Bruno getting involved in the play from early and hopefully bringing United a W, because this title race needs to be a kind of contested in some sort of way. So I hope United can keep up their form. 3-0 United. Easy win for them.
Thank you, mate. Now we move to the final game of his game week prediction 25 is Crystal Palace versus Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, Crystal Palace lost in front of Chelsea, lost to Burnley, and Brighton. I think I don't know who Brighton actually had, but they got something out of the game, I think. And I'm going to go with a draw here in Selhurst Park by a 1-1. And Mr. T. Awesome, for the final time, what do you think at Selhurst Park on Monday night?
The last, but not least, game on the game week calendar, we have Crystal Palace versus Brighton. I honestly do not see Brighton dropping, like fumbling a loss here. I do not see them fumbling a loss here. Zaha is still not fit for Crystal Palace, so I don't see Palace doing anything great. It's either going to end up in a draw or a 1-0 Brighton win. Personally, I'm leaning more towards a 1-0 Brighton win, in the sense of a way, because Palace are out of form. They've not looked themselves ever since Zaha's got hurt. So yes, I say a 1-0 win Brighton. But yes, thank you. Shout out to Dan once again for allowing me to predict these games for you, bro. Appreciate you immensely. And as always, I have been your boy, Mr. TA all day, aka T Awesome. And as always, stay safe, stay positive, and most importantly, stay awesome. Peace.
Thank you, mate. That will bring the Premier League game week prediction 25 to an end. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will leave my links as always in the description. I'll also do T Awesome and down below as well. Go follow them on Twitter as well, and I will see you lot on the next week, on the next Premier League predictions, with hopefully another with a special guest. Don't know who it is yet, but I'll find someone in a bit, lads, and peace.